Hello, my name is Raymond Johnson. I'm an artist that lives in Montgomery, Alabama that goes by the stage name VA. My peers gave me this name because it is the state that I'm from. I moved to Montgomery in 2008 and decided to start my own record label to make music that I love. I felt that I could help others that lack the motivation find and strengthen themselves by telling them my story through music, showing them how I found the same strength in myself. As a child, I was always taught that failure was not an option, and you found ways to obtain your goals by any means, and to not take no for an answer. As a teenager in Roanoke, Virginia, I would freestyle over a Tribe Called Quest, Nas, and Tupac albums just for fun with my friends, not knowing that one day this could be a way to make money or express myself to the world. In Roanoke, there were few things that a young man like myself could do to consider themselves successful other than playing sports or selling drugs. I tried playing sports and even went to Virginia Union on a partial scholarship to play basketball, but I found that the business side of sports in college was not for me. You were treated as an employee of the school promoting the athletic department, but you weren't paid due to the NCAA rules for collegiate athletes. While in college, I struggled to make ends meet, and my mother was little help. Being a single parent and having a little brother at home, she could only send $50 every 3 months. Can you imagine surviving 300 miles away from home on $50 budget and unable to get a job because all your free time was supposed to be spent either doing schoolwork or playing basketball? Well, this is what I did for an entire freshman year of college at Virginia Union University in Richmond, Virginia. That summer, I came home with the mindset that I would never go through another year like that again. Excuse me. I had three maxed out credit cards, no bank account, and no job. To make money, I started selling marijuana and went back to college that fall, and I was hustling. Basketball had become a distant memory to me. My sophomore year, I went back to Virginia Union selling weed, candy, and cigarettes. Basically anything I needed to sell to make money. I was kicked out of school before the second semester started of my sophomore year and had to move back in with my mom and my little brother. I started working odd jobs and even had a few good jobs like UPS and one job for a company called Data Safe that was a warehouse recording, well, not recording, but they were basically storing records for medical facilities. But money was so slow, so I started doing what I do best to make money fast, selling drugs. Selling drugs was like second nature by this point. I already had a dislike for authority and hated police. All my friends were street guys and I grew up in the projects. I already knew the local drug dealers and how to get what I needed to make my own hustle. Selling drugs is just like running a business. Only difference is your product is illegal. I've been arrested many times and even spent some time in jail, but by the grace of God, it wasn't enough to destroy my life like some of my friends. I decided that enough was enough and moved to Montgomery where my mom was and started pursuing music as a means to an end. I used my mindset as a hustler to sell music now instead of drugs. I started to see that music was the way, or is a way, of motivating others in a way that can be positive. Everyone likes a success story. My target audience are people that lack motivation from the ages of 18 to 45. I know that there are many people with stories just like mine and feel that these stories should be told. So, in a small way, everybody can create a movie out of their life. My competitive advantage is best seen through my brand mantra, which is Rude Boy Advocate. This is a combination of the name of my record label, Rude Boy Records, and advocate, which means to speak or write in favor of something. I spell the name of my label Rudeboi, and I spell it with an I because it's about self-preservation. To spell it with a Y shows that there are questions of my vision and I like to concentrate on the answers, not question my actions. The reason I chose this path is to make a better future for the generations after me than the generations did before me. I refuse to just be another face in the crowd fighting to make ends meet.